Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with just a quick check-in, just to talk about some things that I've seen and trends. The other day I was doing a meditation, and most of the time when I do my meditations, I see myself and I see my twin, but I really see myself in my divine feminine and divine masculine energies, because my focus now is to go ahead and to really about union with self. Remember again, the name of the game and the word of the day is integrity. Okay, is integrity. And so in practicing integrity, and which means another word is wholeness with myself, I am concentrating on what puts me and makes me whole, which was going to help the union. I guess yesterday I remember me talking to myself and I'm saying, you know what, my job right now is your spiritual coach and your spiritual teacher as well, so as to give you be a tour guide through this process of this twin flame adventure as well. And so in doing that, I seen that there's a switching of the energies. Most of the time I see myself as the divine feminine energies, and I see my counterpart as the divine masculine, which I see myself as both parts. My counterpart likes to wear a lot of t-shirts that have numbers on it. I've noticed that with him. I like to wear a lot of t-shirts that have words on it. So I will do a practice of a meditation where I see myself in words, like I might say peace and love. And maybe when I see myself as the masculine energies, I will see myself wearing the numbers. 6 is love. Peace would be, to me, would be, some people believe 8 means harmony. Some people believe that 8 means rebirth. So I would have them maybe have 6 and 8 on the shirt, which will be me in my masculine energies. I don't try to, for several reasons, try to see my divine masculine sometimes, because sometimes it depends on where I am, where I might feel firm enough or strong enough to see that happening. Sometimes I don't, but really on this twin flame journey, your main focus is to have union with self, and then it filtrates from that point on. So in doing so, I see myself switch. Most of the time when I'm standing, I'm the female energies, which is the words, and he is, okay, confirmation, I am the feminine, and he is the masculine energies. Remember, if the chime is divine. And so he would be the masculine energies. I seen a swap. I was wearing the numbers. He was wearing the words, the divine masculine energies, as I'm speaking in gender. So I was like, oh, so right now there is, and that day I needed to work on, and what's being drawn to us is to really strengthen the energies that you are weak in. When you say, when I am weak, you are strong. We're getting pushed to concentrate on that. So if we're very, and knowing pretty much, if you're pretty much a person who resides with the divine feminine energies, you are extremely strong in that area. You have built in that area. You have worked on that area to be very vigilant in your knowing and your knowledge of your spirituality of where you are. Probably for you, it's time to switch. It's time to switch, to kind of start looking at what can I do to fix myself is in my alphaness, or how can I be much stronger in the world, or how I have my being and how I move about in the world, because that's probably an area you need to do that. And right now I am concentrating on making that work to be more, have mastery 22 over the things that's happening in the world, how I'm responding to things, how I'm reacting to things. Because even though this full moon energies is over with, and they told us to be bold in my last reading, and to take forth action, to put forth action, to move forward, and it's a lot of emotions that came up in order to do that, because they told us we had to clean house too as well. In doing that, we're still in semi the shadow. It's still kind of going on. Some things I feel like they're showing me, and I feel instinctively it's like a drain, and it's still coming down the drain until it comes out the pipeline. I always remember when I had somebody come to the house, and I was saying, what's happening with the hot water tank? It was working. I had hot water this morning. Now I don't. And I remember when I think it was broken, or yeah, they had to come and fix it. They was like, well, ma'am, that was the water from this morning that was still in the tank, and so you have to wait until it filtrates out. And so now that's why you got cold water, because that was what was left over in the tank. And that's the same thing with us right now. Some of this energies that we still, things that we have not worked on or we're still working on, is still going through our system, our spiritual system, until we get to the point where we are now, which is now we trying to start to do the work, the next step, the next leveling that we need to do. And in doing so, that is where we are. And so I just want to do a quick check-in. This time I'm being guided. I'm not going to say if it's a twin flame, if it's divine masculine, divine feminine, because again, like I said, the energies that we're in is very swapping. We swapping. So right now, whatever energy that you feel you are in, ask yourself that. Say, what do I feel? Do I feel like I'm working on some inner work right now, or I feel like I'm working on some outer work? And I'm just going to do just a general, straight down the road twin flame. Where are you at connection? So if you're being drawn to this channel or to this video right now, this is for you. Okay, this energy is something that you need to work on right now. Okay, so as I'm drawing now the cards here to see as far as what are the energies that's going on right now in general for us, for you that's watching. Okay, clear. Welcome if this is the first time being here as well. We are on this journey, okay? So this is right now, we're taking a journey. This journey is right now illumined and enlightened. It has of enlightenment. Some of the things that our path that has been behind us has been lit up, is showing the way for us to be able to move forward, to know where we're going. Right now, some of us are at a fork in the road or crossroads, okay, to say what's the next step that we need to do, and we need to pick a certain direction as to which way we are going. I think about, who was I talking to? Oh, that was talking to April, and April was telling me, you know what, wherever you are right now, no matter where you pick is the right way, and which is true. If it chimes, it's divine, because again, spirit is, I've always said, it's going to self-correct, just like when we have on our phones, they correct us as far as what we are typing, and it already will do it for you. And like, I ain't the word that I wanted to, that ain't the word that I wanted to type there, and it's like, okay, that is the word that you are going to be dealing with right now. This one's popping out, that's it. Okay, and so that is where we are right now. Is saying again, choose a path. Choose a path that you need to be on. So the heart of the matter here, I'm asking the romance angels here, cards deck, to say again, is about children. What I feel with this one means that there's some childhood wounds that are talking about that we need to deal with as well. There are also physical children that you might be having to deal with, and children also represents as well as far as a new beginning. Either way it goes, whether it's physical children, childhood wounds that you're dealing with, or again, these new beginnings that are almost like children, because dreams can be like children. Things that you want to do, you could say that's like children. They like my babies. My dream is like my baby. Okay, you need to, in two areas, you need to get mastery over it. You need to really get into your leadership, being able to be loyal to it, to be able to be a friend to it. What's your loyalty to it? You're standing in your authority to it. Those things. So you got loyalty, mastery, and friendship. Those are the three areas that you have to do in your masculine energies. Okay, in your masculine energies, this is what you're dealing with. Those are the things that you got to concentrate on. In your feminine energies, you need to work on how you are nurturing those things that I talked about. Okay, also, some of you all need to make connections with other people too on this journey, making sure that you're having a heart-to-heart connections with people. Some of you all might need to sit down and actually talk to people as well. That could be your divine masculine, or your divine feminine. Some of you all feel that whatever that this thing that you're talking about, they might be in some masculine energies. You might feel as if they might not be able to listen to you. They might be checked out when you talk to them. Some of you all feel that in your emotions, you really want to pour yourself out to this person, and this is where you actually are. This is how either you're feeling, or this is how you feel that the energy is going to be received. Some of you all might, even on this journey, might find yourself needing to retreat, need to draw back from being on the journey as well. So you need to take a little time out, have a little retreat. Some of you all physically might need to be able to do that too as well. So if you feel like you need to go massage, get your nails done, your feet done, everything did, then do that, so that you and your divine feminine and your divine masculine energies can come together and become one. It seems like to me, as far as your knowledge, I see you all heading in this card to the trees, which lets me know that you need to kind of go that way. Chime of is divine, they say true. You're going off to the trees to gain some more knowledge. By you retreating, you're gaining some more knowledge, some more spiritual understanding about what has happened in the world, all those things. Okay, right now also some of you all, this came in reverse, you are dealing with some past life relationships. I believe that also when we talk about past life relationships, that we're talking about things of the past that are also coming to roost now, that are affecting how you are relating to others. So that means that you might find yourself having to also look at your past life experiences or past relationships with people, either with your parents or friends or loved ones or lovers as well. If you're interested in getting a past life regression session, as well as I can look in your past life to see, I have two options that you can be able to do that. No, actually three. Like I tell myself, stop lying. So I got three options that you can do. One of them, I can be able to read the cards and be able to let them, I call it prime and pump, and then I can take it from there and then get a clear channel of seeing where you were or what you're doing in your past life. I have that. You will go to divineunisouls11.co to be able to do that. Second thing is to actually have a session with me via online. If unless you live in the city of Chicago, you'll be able to do one. I could do one in person with you for that one. Or I can be able to do the BQH. I'm certified in two things: to do Dolores Cannon, that's only in person, and to do BQH online. If you're interested in do that, go to AshantiWellnessCenter.com to be able to book a session with me if you're interested in doing the past life regression through hypnosis. I have that. If you're interested in just me reading the cards to do that one, then you would go to divineunisouls11.co and you will be able to get your reading through that way too as well. Okay, so whichever way that you want to, I got cost effective. I think the past life one is $40 and the other ones run in different things. If you want in person, that would be in person one. That one I will talk to you on offline for that one. If you live in the area, that one would be just a love donation. Okay, if you live in Chicago, those of you all that want to do BQH, that is $250 because that is a 4 hour stop that 4 hour process that I have to go through for us to do that. And I do a healing through you. I scan your body, your higher self works through me, and we have a healing as well. So it's going to past life too to clear things through you. So that's what that would be. Okay, so the next thing that it's telling you is that you got to love yourself first. Very important for you to do that. In your divine masculine energy, some of you all are still holding on to the past. And that's something that you've got to learn how to, because that's stopping you to progress, to go into the future. In the divine feminine energies, your emotions are saying, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to embrace this moment of loving yourself first. Something about in the divine masculine energies is saying not to do that because, again, it's something that happened in the past that's holding you back. It says also to stay optimistic. Okay, please, again, in your divine feminine energies, you can see and look to see that you have your eyes on the prize, and you're now moving into the energies of understanding that you have something to of value to give to the universe. Okay, you have beauty, you have something to offer, and that's helping you to level up. And if you keep your high vibe high, then you'll be able to level up and attract these things to you that's going to help you to, again, stay in the I vibe, because you keep on seeing things manifesting to you as well. And so that's going to help you to maintain that leveling up. And then also here now, when we're talking about here, we're saying passion. And when I look at this is talking about passion for the journey, passion for your person, and passion for yourself. Okay. And so again, your divine masculine energies looks like, to me, is like I'm saying, like Red Bull. It has wings, it has the energies to want to fly. And the divine feminine here to me is being able to be in the receptive mode to receive, like receive ye the Holy Spirit, to receive the things, the downloads, and the things about from source, to help them to be able to stay in that high vibe, or to have the passion as well. I'm doing for time. Good. Okay, so when we're talking about the wisdom, what is the wisdom that you need to have clear at this time? The wisdom that you have to have, whichever energy that it is this understanding, because when you're doing right now, some of you all are between worlds, okay, and on this journey. And so we're getting pushed to come from everything being gray or black and white, and understanding that there's variances of what we actually see. There's variances of colors. Again, that's that Pleasantville. I call it, that's the Pleasantville card, where we're able to look and see how at one point before we got, I'm about to say before we got saved, or before we become divine, or truly knew we were divine, or we knew we were spiritual, but now knowing our superpowers. That's why I was listening to Neo early this morning, and it's talking about your superpowers. Now you know your superpowers. Now you're understanding, hey, you know what? Everything isn't just gray right now. There's a color. I know I had gotten me an energy session with Jennifer from Saint Germain Starseeds and Soul Sisters, and when she had did her energy clearing, she's like, now you're going to be able to see everything differently. Everything is going to be clearer, and the sounds, the everything like that. And that is so, got 3. That is so true with doing that. And so now once you become divine and you start clearing things and getting the downloads and really truly becoming committed and finding a direction that you actually want to go on to, those things, colors, your senses, everything will be intensified. So right now, Spirit is telling us that we need to surrender. We need to surrender to the wisdom of our bodies. Our bodies will tell us certain things. Also, it's tell us about certain things as house, especially if you go like Patricia McNeely, which is a twin flame merge. She will be able to really truly help you to understand that you got different parts, things that happened in the past you're holding, different body parts. Again, if your kidney back in the back, your kidneys is bothering you, you understand that you're trying to control something. If you're having indigestion problems or digestive problems, that understanding that you're having an issue of really tolerating or taking in or even digesting what's happening with you're not really understanding that. If you're having sinus problems, knowing that that's your throat chakra that's really being clogged up as well, that you need to be able to deal with those things. There's something about it that you're not standing in your power, you're not vocalizing or saying. It's so many things that it is that expresses. So again, you could Google it and see if you're having certain specific issues in your body. Look it up and see spiritually. They'll tell you what the connection is. So you need to be able to listen to your body right now, because your body is going to tell you. And a lot of times I know with me it's telling me, if it's tired, I take a nap now. Understanding that it's right now, this time is calling for you to be able to surrender to setting limits. Okay, so right now, some of you all need to set some boundaries on some things, especially with these emotions that's going on. A lot of people, they're emotionally... Okay. Um, they are emotionally issues that they're having that you find in yourself to have to address. You'll find people they want to know, is it the way you love yourself? Okay, that's interesting. And if you love yourself the way you love me, which is yourself, you will be able, they're asking the question there for you to be able to set those boundaries. Because if you love yourself, you say, not for me, I ain't taking on that energy. Other people are being emotionally even around you, and they'll find themselves dropping things on you, and you've got to find a way to be able to say, nope, that's your stuff, you deal with that. You can say it in a firm way, whatever kind of way that you need to be saying for them to kind of understand that, to take that stuff and that's their stuff and to take it back over there. So understanding the practice of no means no. You need to be able to right now to surrender to success. Some of us are a little kind of afraid of right now success. Where are we going? I'm hearing the song. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Do you know where you're going to? And sometimes success is right there. Not sometimes, it is. For divine success is right there on that path, on that road. And so you need to get to the point to understand that I like this, what it's saying, that you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. I like what it says right there. So that, because right now we are destined in this energies that we are in now, right now. I'll be there 2:45. Clear. These two called out, that we are having some realizations and some epiphanies. Especially I'm seeing this blue here, which lets me know in the throat here, throat chakra again, building things with our words. What are we saying in order to be the bridge in which to be able to manifest those things there as well, to help us to get in our heart chakra, to help us to stand in our power, because you got the yellow there as well. So these realizations and these epiphanies are coming along to help us on that journey, so we can stop making these choices of being in the middle of the road. Okay, here we are also being pushed, and this has been the theme again, what I tell you at the beginning about being in our integrity, to be true to who we actually are. This is what we are being pushed to do at this time, to be true to whom we are. Okay, and so that's where we're being pushed to. All right, so now what is the healing? Let's get some solutions to what's going on. Let's get some solutions to what's going on. Clear. Some of our solutions in our divine feminine energies, we need to be able to do the following. We need to be able to trust our intuition. And I know that's hard sometimes, because we're seeing a lot of things that have an illusion, especially when they emotional stuff come over, like we say, I'm all in my feels. That causes a problem. So we have to affirm to ourselves, I trust my intuition, because we need to become very crystal clear as to where we are going. We also need to heal the issues of the questioning why. And we need to affirm, I accept that everything happens for a reason, even if I do not like or understand the outcome. Okay, and so this is where we are on this one. What did I tell you last time when I had did the reading? I told you it's very important with the story. I told you about the little girl, and she took the mother's locket, and the father said she wasn't old enough to be able to do that when she had passed on. And the young lady that was interested in the father had asked her, they said, okay, hold on a second. She talked to the father and told her, you know what, don't be upset with her. I think it's more important to find out what's the reason why she took the locket from your closet when she wasn't supposed to, than to ask her how she did. Okay, all right then. So while I'm shuffling, I'm gonna stop for the pause, please, for the cause, which is understanding as far as our event that we're having a 4/4 event as well. As soon as I get my last things on there, I am going to post I might post the flyer anyway. I'm waiting on one person to put their information down. I haven't gotten to them, but I'm not gonna hold off, because 4/4 will be here before you know it. The sale is over with. It's actually $25 now for you to be able to do that. We got wonderful people that are coming on there. We got Patricia McNeely from Twin Flame Merge. We have also Coach Michelle Lynn No May. She's going to be there again. It's talking about building trust. The Patricia is going to be able to help us to understand about our twin flame bodies and the connection. Benita from a wave of a warrior, beautiful warrior, is going to be talking about this new family that we need to be getting ready for as well, because it's called Ground Zero. So we're starting after over COVID, because so far it seems like we're coming and turning the corner. These vaccinations are coming out, and so now in some ways for the world. They're opening back up the world. That's a whole different story about the COVID and vaccinations. But anyway, they open up the world. And so now it seems like we're rebuilding back over again. So we're doing that. So we're rebuilding to become divine. And so that's our theme for the Ground Zero theme. We're rebuilding divinely. So that we have also Jennifer and Kathy from Saint Germain, Starseed Soul Sisters. They're going to be on here talking as well, along with April Williams, myself, and Kathy D. We have a lot of good information to share on for you on that event. So you got all this. I think it ends at 5:30. And we're getting out prizes, raffle things, and we're giving you all bonuses, a meditation, a journal activity, and also a workbook too for you to be able to work through, and many other things and discounts on people that come to speak on as well that's going to give you too. And then also, like I said, we're going to raffle off some things. Some of the things that we're raffling off, the value of it is $150 or whatever, $100. Yeah, $150. So again, we are giving you all this free stuff again, and chances to get bonuses for services that myself, April Williams, or even Kathy D gives. So this is a real good thing for you to sign up. Again, it's going to be on 4/4, which is Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time. Sign up for it to go to divineUnisouls11.co for you to be able to get that. When we're talking about the divine masculine energies there, we are talking about what needs to heal is again, they want us to work on wounds after battling an issue, heroic. That's again, that'll be that childhood wounds, or what the wounds that the divine masculine or divine feminine has done to you, or wounds that you have done yourself, or things in the past. Okay, so you also, again, we're dealing with in our healing is our leadership for the divine masculine energies, our leadership, ascension, thunder, law, and justice. We're working on a leadership that came out earlier as well, so we could be at ascending. Thunder means, again, sometimes it seems like the spirit is going to have to be able to put some thunder. It's going to be some energy exchange or energy charged up the atmosphere for us to be able to be saturated and ready to manifest and to move. But thunder also scares you too, so that goes back to that success for you able to propel and go to the next level, because sometimes it got to go clack clack in the thunder and you get like what, and so it's got to, maybe the thing's going to come along to scare you, to get you together. But understand that we are the universal laws that are governed too as well, and some of these things are, we're practicing about justice. I'm thinking about Saturn and how Saturn is the taskmaster, but he also is about justice. He's not as mean as we put him out to be as a teacher, but he is that kind of 50s dad to say yes, no, I said so, that's it. But at the same time, he's doing it for your own protection. Okay, and then also we need to be understanding our divine masculine energies. We become the ruler of everything under the sun, because it is important for us to understand that as far as the sun, that we want everything in order for us to be able to have that in this journey. That's very important. Competitive, we have to understand that in our divine masculine energies that came out before, some of us are having competing ideas as to what's going on. We find ourselves competing with other people, keeping up with the Joneses or other things, or seeing what the other people are doing. That's something that we got to heal and deal with, because the only one that you're supposed to be competing with truly is yourself. Okay, and understanding that I am that I am. This came out before. This is where we need to understand to not be apologetic. Some of us still have to work with that energy, to not being apologetic for what we are, who we are as divines. And then also in our divine masculine energies, Aries. And that's interesting. I think I've seen on K Moon, she was talking about that Aries energies. Energies too as well, where is that push, and you got to kind of watch it, because she was saying that it could be a little violent in the way of how Aries kind of go about things. It's like, she said that's like that key your car, smash out people windows, things, because you want justice at any cost. So you got to watch that again. So again, make sure that when you're doing it, and I said that before, it's a difference between Anger, ego anger, and a righteous anger. It's okay if you could get angry about something. I know a lot of times we being taught not, don't be angry, you're divine, you have to do it, but sometimes it is good for you to be able to visit those issues that you have there, to understand that you have to again, you have to get that out of your system as well, because sometimes you hold that anger in. That's not good. It's, again, you can be angry, but you just got to watch how you place your words, how, what you do with it, how you act upon it in the world. Spirit wants you to understand, again, the things that we have to do is worry not. It wants you to get into the part of freedom that goes back to what April was saying. It doesn't matter which path you choose, it is still right regardless. Okay, again, I always say life is going to find its way to self-correct it. You do a wrong thing, you'll find out how you're able to take you. Sometimes that's even like on the, when you're getting off on the expressway, you get off at the wrong exit. If you're going somewhere on a road trip and you say, I'll be damned, it was supposed to be exit 14B, and I'm just going around even talking or looking at the GPS, and you put down and you say, I'll be dying, and you have to find. I remember one time my parents, we were going down to Atlanta, and we had to ride, we missed the exit, we had to keep on. It looked like it took forever before we got to the next damn exit. We had to get off at the ramp, come all the way back, come all the way up again to go to the actual exit that we needed to do. And so sometimes that's what life is that. But sometimes you take the long route or the scenic route, and you might find out, say, oh, when I came here, I found out they have this, or you find out this way, and it maybe takes you time so you can be able to kind of like second, go back and instant replay and review about some of the things that you had, and say, okay, now maybe I could start to do this differently. So understanding, even on this journey about where you're going, it's not about where the destination that you're going, especially on the twin flame journey, is where you end up. And how you go about on the journey, how you're acting as you're going along the journey, is that. Here it is again. I'm just talking to you, and here it is at the Power of Love deck says here, no, not that one. Soul's Journey. Soul's Journey is saying worry. Okay, so we've got to understand that I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I love that. Stop worrying. Don't worry. Be happy. It does not change an outcome worrying about things. Some of that stuff is like, it's really kind of preaching and talking to me. It does not help for you to be able to. And I always say that this channel sometimes saves my life on that one. So let's look at the last card here as well. Oh, I did pretty good. Last card here from the Power of Love deck, by James Van Prague. What do they want us to really be able to? And what's the purpose of these? Is your goal while inhabiting human form is to manifest love in this physical dimension. And how do they say we need to manifest love in this physical dimension? Is to do the following. These things, okay, I got another one that came along with it. To have the vision, to remember, no matter what you see, the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. Okay? How can you be able to understand, to get into love with where you are and really experience divine? It says to practice empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. Okay, so again, be empathetic, not only to yourself, but to others on the journey, others in the world who are divine or not divine, but because eventually we all are going to be considered divine. Also, your elevation. Consider you are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. I told you that earlier when I showed you the card there, and I told you to stay optimistic. Stay in that high vibe at all times. And then discernment. Understanding you are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Because at this time, this is what we really need. I mean, the world needs now is love, sweet love. But again, there's a lot of things that's going on that's making us believe in the illusion, fear, false evidence of fear and real. And some of us are actually believing in that. And that is stopping us from clearly being able to take the steps that are needed in order for us to be on this journey. And it's saying also for you to be able to see the light, which is a lamp into your feet, which is going to guide your path as to where you need to go. This divinely assigned and did for you. All right, then, as always, thank you for that. Again, make sure that you click like, share, and subscribe to this. Make sure by you liking this, all you're doing is saying thank you for sharing your gifts and your time to get this message to me. That's all that you're doing. You can also comment below as well. To if it's something that you want to expound on and to share, that is welcome too as well. All right, then make sure you check out the Divine Unisouls. Get your ticket for the 4/4 event as well. And then so you get all those lovely bonuses and have that. That's our playground, virtual playground retreat that we're having there too. And then also, if you're interested in have that past life regression session with me, because I seen that's a hot topic. Even I just see that popped up in the cards, and also on K Moon's thing as well. She's been saying that for a while. So if you want to know why you act in a certain way, you don't understand, you looked in your present life, you don't get to understand. Maybe also looking back in past life, maybe it could give you an understanding of why things are happening the way they are. So go to Shanti Wellness Center.com or DivineUnisouls11.co to get that booking for a reading or also a session. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, namago. Love you. Until next time, I'll be talking to you real soon.